Hi, it's Chris with Citygirlhomestead. Time to start dinner. I'm going to kind of create something today. I've done it baked and all that good stuff, so I kind of want to do it something different today. If it doesn't work, I guess it sucks. So I am going to put some bacon grease in my pan and get that warming up and melted. What I'm going to attempt to do, you notice I said attempt? I'm going to attempt to do ranch potatoes fried. Bacon ranch potatoes fried. I've done them baked, and I've never done them this way, so we will see how it works. So I'm going to melt this grease. Get it melted down here. My stomach's growling. I'm like, well, you haven't ate since breakfast, and it's almost 4 o'clock. I'm busy doing everything else, so. And I figure I really like my potatoes when they're fried now in my cast iron. I really, really do like it when it's done that way, so why not? And I did a baked kind a month ago, and I don't want to duplicate recipes too soon. So I'm going to pour in some red potatoes, and I didn't peel them. I just washed them up really good. I have that little bit of onion left from yesterday, so I'm going to use that up. No point in wasting it. And I'm going to cover all these in. I want to put salt and pepper in there too, actually. Alright, let's put salt and pepper. Tom loves potatoes, and we will be doing quite a few potato recipes coming up because Jack got a bunch of potatoes from the food bank, and we don't want them to go to waste. So my nose is itching again. Our weather can't decide if it wants to snow, rain, or warm up, so it's just driving me crazy. I took the top off there. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on for now. I know I tried to find some on YouTube, and everything I found was either air fried or baked. So we're going to do our own. So I'm going to let these cook down, and then I'll be back to show you what I'm going to do next. Now, since it's about halfway through, I'm going to add my bacon. Because as you guys know, for those of you who've been around for a while, I cook all my bacon up and then I freeze it. And then I cut it up into what I need it to be. So, basically it only needs to be warmed up. It doesn't need to be cooked because it's already cooked. So I'm going to stir that into it. And then I'll decide what I'm doing next. So I'll be back when the potatoes get closer to being done. Alrighty, so my creative mind is going crazy. I was going to use kielbasa, just fry it separately in the pan, but I thought, you know what? Let's make this into a one-pot dish. So I'm going to put my kielbasa in here too and let that fry with the potatoes. And then, believe it or not, I'm going to add one other thing when it gets closer to being done. Well, 2. See, you can't leave me alone with a frying pan. It's kind of dangerous. But I guess that's all what kitchens are about, you know. And see what we can do to make it taste extremely yummy. And I did add a little bit more of the seasoning, and they taste really good. So I will be back when this gets browned up and stuff, and I'll show you what my last 2 ingredients are going to be. Alright, so I fibbed just a little bit. I'm going to add 3 things. I'm going to add some green beans. Let it warm up. And you know, for those of you that want to learn how to stretch your meals, a lot of times Just by adding a can of vegetables, you can really stretch your meals a long ways. And for those of you that have children that do not like vegetables, tell you a story. I used to do daycare when my kids were really little. And to get your daycare food reimbursement, the kids had to eat veggies. Well, my kids would eat any veggies that you put in front of them. The daycare kids, not so much. So believe me, spaghetti, anything got vegetables put in it because they didn't want to sit there and pick it out. So they actually got their vegetables. So that might be a way to, secretly hide your veggies, and they eat them. Then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit of the ranch dressing on top. It was ranchy tasting, but why not? I have it. Why not? And now, those of you that cannot eat cheese, stop right there. But those of you that can eat cheese, follow along. We're going to put some cheese on the top of that bad boy. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Then we're going to put, well, maybe not. We're going to let that melt down and I'll be right back. So this is what it looks like done. We will see what Tom thinks about it in just a few seconds. Alrighty, there's Tom's plate. It's kind of got the kitchen sink in it.
Well, it tastes like a kitchen sink.
Have you ate the kitchen sink lately?
No.
What do you think?
I think it takes another bite to find out.
Really?
I gotta get me some potatoes with some cheese in it.
Oh. We're waiting.
That's what I'm looking for right there.
And that'll make the decision for you?
Mm-hmm. I give that a thumbs up. That's really good.
Is it really good?
Mm-hmm.
You like my concoction?
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
What are we going to call it?
I haven't thought of a name yet. I don't know.
Let's call it Surprise.
Okay.
That work?
Sure. Goodbye, Tom. We'll see you at 6.
Goodbye, Tom. See you at 6.
All right. Bye.